Is that us? There we are.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Let's see. We got Mr. Pre-Order.
Yes,
He orders a lot of pre-orders.
apparently.
And we got K Munin.
Yes.
And we got Reynard and Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And
Johnny is here.
Johnny.
And who else have we got? We got
Steven. Your
yes,
number
Steven
one.
is here.
Did you
Are we?
hear about the AI movie of Harry Potter will be out this Christmas?
Have
No.
not heard anything about that.
Hey, Robert. And
So
K
far.
Munin's going to be listening while he organizes his card collection.
And
He collects anime cards of some sort. They had a card and comic show last weekend.
did they?
Mm-hmm.
And we, of course, we went to the Retro Toy Swap
And I said
this
hello to Robert.
morning. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
we went to the Retro Toy Swap this morning. I did a live from there, and I'll repurpose that into a traditional video tomorrow because, you know, for people that missed it or, you know, don't know to, if for some reason a lot of people don't find the old lives. So I found that out after the Toy Atlantic as I split it and more people saw the video I put up that was just a rehash of the original one than the live one at the time. And it's like, yeah, okay, but whatever. So I'll be doing that. And we weren't sure if we were going to go, but there was actually a couple of people, I mentioned it during the video, that there was somebody who was supposed to.
How are you going to ask why the guy was hanging off the bridge?
You can only guess. I got to look that up and see what happened.
I tried to look it up and I can't find anything.
Really? Nothing yet, huh?
Yeah.
There was enough people out there filming.
I know.
And that's the thing too. It's like they're trying to get the traffic moving and the cars are like all pointed all over the place because people are leaning, reaching out of their window, holding a phone up, trying to film it.
I was
like,
glad.
freaking move.
I was glad that the sign, the interstate sign, was blocking him, or the
you
person.
couldn't really see.
Yeah, I just saw with some legs.
Yeah.
But the sign, you know, those big signs on the interstate had the person blocked, so you really couldn't see him. And we were all the way on the inside lane, and you still couldn't see until really we got over to get off the exit because it happened on the bridge that was an exit. So we were able to get off on the exit and then get back on. But yeah, that was so sad. I mean, a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and
something like that.
And a lot of times it do feel like that, but then you're like, if you wait it out, you know, pray on it, get some friends around, eat a whole lot of ice cream or something. I'm not trying to downplay.
Don't say the S word on the air.
I know. I'm not trying to downplay it, but it's a lot of times it's a temporary thing, and it might last a few weeks, a few months, even a couple of years, but it will pass. You guys been busy. Seems like we're trying. No, we ain't resting.
We're trying. Pastor Rick is with us.
Hey, Pastor Rick.
But the that's the part that killed me the most was it's like, don't you people have somewhere to go? You were driving on the highway, but now you're all over the place with like fire trucks trying to get past you because you've got your arm out the window trying to film something you can't see anyways.
I don't know what bridge. I think
it was by exit 57.
Oh, it was 57. I think it was Moreland Avenue. I think it was Moreland Avenue, but I'm not sure. And we don't know. We couldn't see the person.
Couldn't see.
Hey, David, how are you?
He was on the live this morning.
We saw David last weekend.
Yes,
he came to Toy Atlanta, and we had an opportunity to talk.
Yep.
And he gave us some wonderful gifts.
Yeah,
we showed that. Yep, we showed it in the pickups. Thank you so much, David. It was a joy seeing you too.
And thank you, Pastor Rick. Made a donation to the channel for our kitty cats. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm still. Sometimes it bothers me and sometimes it doesn't. And this season it's bothering me.
Yeah, this year it's kicking its butt.
Yeah, it's making my I'm just stuffed up. But we went to the Retro Toy Swap. I didn't do a lot. She did.
I didn't even want to go.
No, I did not. get the gumball machine. I would have liked to. It's just not in the budget right now.
How much was that gumball machine?
400. But it was from the early 70s. It actually had the license on it from 1973. No, came in and they asked, did the guy who invited you to the show ever make it? And
I was so mad.
There were 2 people I had spoken to. I talked about one. I talked about one in the video, but actually there were 2 people who were supposed to meet me there with something. They said that they knew I would want, and they wanted to negotiate something with me. Neither of them came.
I was very mad because I did not want to go. You know, because of some other things that we had going up. I'm like, okay, we'll go do that and come right back. And neither one of them showed up. And David waited around and walked around. And I was going to sit in the truck and just wait. Then I went out and I'm just standing around, lounging around like one of those stand around people. And then I saw something.
Oh boy.
And it changed.
And then, before we get into the rest of it, of course, the things I was the most interested in was the gumball machine. I was like, oh, that would be great in the lounge. It's not that big. It's from the early 70s. It works. They wouldn't budge. And the price probably isn't bad, but I can't do it right now. Yeah. And it's one of those things where I know what I have, and they're not going to work with you. And then the Santa, because, you see my collection of little Christmas odds and ends, vintage. And it was a 60s A&L brand Santa, and it was tagged. It had the tag on it. So it was A&L. I thought it was a different brand, but, I was wrong. Yeah, Robert, maybe. There's Frankenfrog.
Hey, Frankenfrog, how are you?
So, sorry, I have a piece of candy cane in my mouth. But those are the 2 things I would have liked the most, and it would be great if I could have negotiated something. It just wasn't in the cards today.
No. Excuse me. No, Richard jaw is swollen because he got an abscess.
Oh no.
Oh man. So now you got to go to the dentist.
That's never fun.
Hopefully they don't have to do a root canal.
Best advice, go to a family dentist and not a chain.
Oh God. We had our experiences going to a chain, and I'm trying to go in network to save money.
Oh, please.
And so
you don't save hardly anything anyway. No, it's negligible. It's like 5% difference.
We went to the in network, and the only in network in our area are the chain dentists, and they screwed us both times saying we didn't pay. And it's like, how you can say we didn't pay? Man, one, we got the receipt, and we wouldn't have been able to leave if we didn't pay.
Yeah.
But when you go to the little mom and pop one, they see you pay your bill, you move on. And no problem. So guess what? We go back to the mom and pop and just pay the little higher fee or whatever.
Yeah. And then, of course, my definitive question, because I had talked about it a little bit during the live stream this morning. When you're at a show or at a toy store, vintage toy store, and the seller has an action figure and it's already in a clamshell.
Oh no.
Shouldn't, as a courtesy, that clamshell be included with the purchase? Because way too many of these guys are like, oh, I need the clamshell back, or it'll be an extra $10 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, what the hell, man? Because when I have sold, I haven't done a table in a couple of years, but when I've sold, and I've had a figure in a clamshell, they can just have it. I don't have nothing to say about it. And I've purchased many figures that way. It was in a clamshell, and the dealer didn't say a thing. But every once in a while, you get that guy who's like, yeah, I'm going to need those back. Am I wrong for thinking there's something wrong with that? Now, let's throw it out there. I just want to see what you have to say. And of course, we do have pickups. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
And he's only talking about that because I bought something. What?
I was talking about it before that happened.
Oh, you were?
She made a purchase, and that guy pulled that okie doke on her. And I was like that close to being like, you know what? Let's just leave and don't pay this guy, because that just really got under my skin. So I experienced it twice. Once while we were in the live stream, and once after with a different vendor.
I mean, I like the clamshell. I would rather that if it's in the clamshell when you're selling it, that you sell it with the clamshell, because that's one less thing I have to do. But if you take it back, I'm cool. But the problem I had with it, I asked the guy, is the clamshell included? And he said, yeah. And then I was like, oh, wow, great. And then he was like, what? I was like, a lot of vendors take the clamshell back, but you're selling it with the clamshell. That's great. And he thought about it for about 2 seconds. No, I want my clamshell back. And I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah, those are Ninja Turtle clamshells, which they are not. They're generic clamshells. And they cost a lot of money, and I want my clamshells back. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Robert wants to know who I saw at the convention. Yeah, Shartimus was there. Junkman was there. I actually ended up on Junkman's channel because he has a guy who follows him around with a camera. He doesn't do it himself, I guess. But somebody was following him and filmed me talking to him. So I'm actually on his video about that. And no, Dan could not make it this time. Motu Joe could not make it. So far, everybody agrees with me about the clamshells. I just think it's bad courtesy.
I'm all right if you say so, because it was another vendor. They had a figure and they had the price, and it says clamshell not included. But that was on there, on the the sticker. And like I said, it's like, for me, it's like, whatever, you sell the clamshell, you don't sell. And then he was like, but I'll sell you the clamshell for an additional $10.
Yeah. And I'm like $10, get out of here.
Because he was trying to say you can buy it on Amazon for $20. And I already know.
I buy them in bulk off of Amazon and eBay dirt cheap.
Yeah, and they ain't no $20. Plus, that is not the Ninja Turtle clamshell. Because if you get the one specifically for Ninja Turtles, it's form fitting. This one is not form fitting.
Yeah. So he was.
Yeah, he was just lying all over the place.
Yeah, see, Richie agrees. Should be included. Damn it. Now I'm mad.
And then we got Todd. Hi, guys. I just bought the box, the complete WoW DVD. We saw it. Do you have any of their toys? Yeah.
I like the show. I have almost the complete wave of 3 3/4-inch figures from Mego on the card, except for Buck. It's the only one I'm missing. I've got the rest of them mint on the card. Okay. And I've got a couple of the deluxe ones from Mego, including Buck and Tweaky, that are signed by Felix Silva and what was his name? Gil Gerard. And I did like the show. I think the first season was better than the second season. I didn't like the whole we're traveling to Earth. And then they had some kind of discrepancy with the voice actor for Tweaky, and changed his voice for like 5 or 6 episodes. Yeah. And he sounded all squeaky and childish.
Yeah.
And it was the dynamic of that really butch aggressive voice coming out of the little robot that worked. And they got rid of Dr. Theopolis, which I didn't like.
Yeah, Theopolis was funny.
I like Dr. Theopolis and arguing with Tweaky all the time. The dynamic worked. Although Hawkman was a cool character. He was a good actor.
Yeah. Yes, I did get the monsters from that guy. And they are wave 1 of the Universal Monsters.
Yes.
The Turtles Universal Monsters.
Yes, because we did have a handful of pickups there.
Yeah. Thank you, Robert. I saw from the last haul, complete the set. I'm gonna have to start over again because I made a bad.
Yeah, someone was asking what you paid for them on the.
I did not pay a lot for them, but they are in rough shape. And of course, if David was there, I would not have gotten.
I'd have slowed her down.
Yeah, and
I do try to watch out for her.
When I got home and I saw him, I was like, God, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I saw it and was like, oh, Wizard of Oz, yay!
And they're readily available in really nice shape.
Yeah, for super cheap on eBay. Yeah. So I don't know what I was doing, but whatever. You make mistakes. I can probably sell them as is or once I find them on eBay that's super cheap that I already seen. The sewer spat him.
Everybody still on the clamshell.
Yeah. Crichton the robot seemed cool.
Crichton was very smug. Yeah. And that, that dynamic worked. But again, they got rid of some main character. Dr. Ewer was gone. Dr. Theopolis was gone. They didn't get
rid of Wilma.
No, they couldn't get rid of Wilma.
Yeah, they could have. That would have been fine with me.
She didn't like Wilma. Oh no.
Did you see yes, I saw it.
The new one?
Yeah, the new trailer.
I didn't see the second one.
I saw the second trailer.
Jared Leto Skeletor.
Yeah, because he was talking.
Yeah.
It was just all right. I don't know. It was all right, I guess.
We shall see.
Yeah. I didn't see it. I got to see it because I was watching a video where they were reviewing it. So of course they started, stop it, rewind it, start it, stop it, start it.
I hate that. You can talk about it all you want after you see it. It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Give it a rest.
So I have to see it through without being stopped a million times and rewind and talk about this part and talk about that part. So
Rich was making a reference to Red Dwarf, I believe. Red Dwarf with Smeg. Smeg and Smeghead. Here we go. They're still on it. It's a big can of worms. A big can of worms with all of that. I have all 3 versions of because there was someone at the show with a complete one.
Oh yeah.
Got the Shogun Godzilla. And when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's version 3. And so somebody who was watching was like, how do you know that? And I was like, well, and I said, well, when we go back around, I'll come to it and I'll explain. And I did. But I do have all 3 American versions of the Shogun Godzilla. But including the one that's like this bright lime kind of green. And of course, they had an issue with the color, so they changed it. But she ended up with a lot more.
Yeah, for somebody that didn't want to go, I ended up with a whole lot of stuff.
She ended up with a whole lot of stuff. Should we get started?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we can get started.
So we'll start with the Ninja Turtles. So this is my let me move this out of the way.
Yes.
So this is my second one of the Star Trek.
She has the Spock, I believe.
I got the Donatello one.
Yeah. Get him in there. With the trading card.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that cute? What does the price tag say? It says Venture, $4.99. Are they out of their minds?
Then this one, Universal Monsters from Kmart.
Unpunched.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And they all have glow-in-the-dark features. And this was from Kmart. It was clearly $4.97. They did a really bad job of trying to cross that price tag out. It was probably a gift.
Yeah. At least they didn't try to pull it off.
True.
And then this one is Dracula.
Yes. Also with a Kmart price tag. And his like eyes and teeth and stuff glow in the dark.
Yeah.
So they all new monstrous night glow, it says.
And you can save $3 on your next visit to Universal Studios Hollywood or Florida. The coupon is inside.
It would only cost you what, $187?
Now. Here we got Bear Wise.
Bariano Witsy? I don't know.
I don't know. Bear Wise.
Open panel? Maybe. I don't know. There's the Wolfman.
And they're unpunched, kind of, sort of. Except for one.
One.
Hey there. Is this open panel? Yes. And then Power Rangers was what's okay with the Godzilla. Oh, yeah.
What's up with the Godzilla? Yeah, we talked about that on the roundup yesterday. They're doing Godzilla crossovers. Who is it? Playmates.
Oh no, Bear. We don't. It's not an open panel like that. He's talking about send a link so you can get on the channel.
I'm sorry. Okay.
And then I had made a deal last week while I was at Toy Atlanta for some comics, and I ended up picking them up today. So it's the classic illustrated. Actually talked to the vendor, and we were talking about the Christian one.
That guy actually showed up.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah. And he thought he had some Christian comics, and they weren't Christian comics. They were these, which is fine because I like these. I looked through what he had. I like and I picked out the best. So The Count of Monte Cristo, which I saw, that was a good movie.
She saw the second version from the early 2000s, which is actually really good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
This right here is The Man Who Laughs, and we've talked about this movie before. It's a silent film.
Golden Age.
And it's a silent film from, I think, like 1925-ish, and it's a great movie. It is really good. It's very sad. Yes. Oh man, it's sad. But it's a really good movie. This one is Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. I've seen versions of that. I've seen the one with Jack Palance.
Yeah, Jack Palance is actually pretty good in that.
Mm-hmm.
But Jack Palance act like that anyways, so it's not that hard. Jack Palance is a weird guy.
Yeah. This one is Jane Eyre. I actually read the book and I saw 2 of the movies. I like the period dramas and I like the period books. So I read a lot of them.
Yeah.
And when I saw this one, I was like, okay, I want to see how it compares to the book. I mean, you got a comic of what, about 30 pages?
It's pretty thick, actually.
Yeah. It's still, I don't know how you can fix that book.
Excuse me.
And then Uncle Tom's Cabin, which I've never read. I've read
the book. I've read the novel.
The Green Power Ranger was the second best of the Rodan Power Rangers. And some of the best Playmates Turtles.
The monster crossovers and some early crossovers, because that's back when they first started doing it. There's Chance from Nostalgic Pod Blast, who has a channel.
Yeah.
Talks about nostalgia-oriented things. If you've never seen him before.
No. Yes, it's time for another season. We had to stop.
We had to stop because the last few episodes on the last disc would not play. So
no, we were watching it on TV. Oh, no.
Yeah, you're thinking of something else.
We were watching it. Okay, so
the disc failed. You know how that can happen.
Yeah, but we're on season 11. So Pam got blown up in the car. Is where we
like Pam.
Is where we ended up. And you knew something was gonna happen because she was being all stupid, driving the car fast and blowing the horn at the people in front of her and stuff like that. I don't know what's up with that. So I went and I'm gonna buy the whole thing. So we can start at season 11 and move on to the end. Yeah, Playmates lost the license
to Ninja Turtles.
To Ninja Turtles.
Not Power Rangers.
Happy Easter to all. The Man Who Laughs came out in 1928. That is a great movie.
And his physical appearance is the template for the Joker.
Yeah, because when I saw the thumbnail on the movie, I thought that was where they got the Joker from. So I watched it. They only got the look for the Joker from that movie, not his behavior or attitude or anything.
She has the Heidi comic, Johnny.
Yeah, I have the Heidi comic.
Yeah, she has that one.
Yes, I do.
It's in here somewhere.
And it's actually a really good book.
It's a good story. Yeah, makes sense. It's based on a novel, actually.
Yeah, because Heidi was a real woman.
Yes,
she was a real woman.
Went through some transitions.
Yeah, a lot of transitions. Once she figured out what the Nazi party was all about. She was like, oh no, this ain't for me, and got out and did something totally different.
Well, that was the whole point. Boxer Pit surprised, or Richie surprised that they did Uncle Tom's Cabin, but
that was Chance.
That was the whole point of Classics Illustrated, was that they were going to take famous novels and condense them into a comic book form to introduce them to children.
I don't think so, K Munin. Somebody else got some toys that's going to be peg warmers, so it just won't be.
It'll be someone else.
Ninja Turtles. Is going to be something else.
I'll show you something I got.
Yay! Something David got.
Yeah, it ain't that exciting. This is if you've ever seen these before. The little lamb there. This is a Santa toy. That's what it's called, Santa toy.
Oh, okay.
And it's these, squeaky.
It says soft scented vinyl.
Yeah, does it smell?
I don't know.
I don't know if it would still smell after all these years, because they made these things in the 50s and 60s. These are remarkably popular. Very rare to find them still packaged.
Migo Matt.
Hey, Migo Matt's here. Very rare to find these still in the packaging. But these types of soft vinyl figures from the 50s and 60s, usually loose, 10, 20, 30 bucks a piece, maybe a little more if it's like Christmas oriented or something. But if I had a box full of 100 of these, I could plow through them on eBay in a week. A lot of people are reminiscent of these and collect them.
I never seen
rare to really ridiculously rare to find it still on the card like this, which is just a cellophane, especially considering how it's done. Cellophane bag taped to, or stapled to a card. And I actually bought this on camera because while I was filming the live stream, I said, "What do you want for this thing?" It was like, I don't know, $2 or $3. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. $2, you know.
When I saw that, I thought it was lamb chop too.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was lamb chop.
Nope.
But it's not.
Softy bottle holder, it says. Also, I got Mr. Bubble. This was actually done in the 90s, Mr. Bubble. It's not even a squeak toy, it's a floaty toy.
You don't fill it up with water?
No, it floats in the bathtub. This was sold in the 90s in a box set, like one of those Christmas box sets that came with a bottle of Mr. Bubble bubble bath and like one of those fake vinyl sponges that never work right. And this is the figurine from it, and I can put that with my advertising icon stuff.
He ain't about to surprise nobody.
Where am I gonna pull a gumball machine out from? You think I got it in my sock?
I guess.
I just
in your pocket.
Yeah, my pocket. And that's really it. The guy that I usually check out wasn't even there.
No.
I don't know why he didn't show.
Well, you know, it's a lot going on. You just had Toylanta last week.
That's true.
It's Easter weekend.
Yep.
It was about to rain. They was telling you all week that it's going to thunderstorm. So a lot of people didn't come. And but then
they copped out.
An hour in, the sun just pushed all the clouds away and it was nice and warm.
Yeah.
It was a pretty day.
And then she has additional pickups. Oh, here it comes. Oh my God.
I am so excited.
Are you? That's okay. If you like it, you like it.
New Kids on the Block.
Oh God.
Isn't that amazing?
From Hasbro.
And then it's the big one. It's not the little one.
There's two versions.
One with the tape. So, and one vendor. It was actually two vendors out there.
And it comes with an interview tape, and all the tapes are different.
Yeah.
With a little Hasbro stamp on the tape, so you know where it came from.
How much did they want for the third version, Godzilla Shogun?
$400.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actually, I use my own and operated gumball machine business, a lot of driving and bulk candy buying. I've heard people do that, and they make really good.
Depends on where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A guy I work with, he has vending machines, the candy, the chips and soda machines, and he does really good. So it was two vendors out there. This vendor had this size. They were selling all.
Yeah.
And then it was another lady. She had.
It's pictured on the back.
Oh yeah.
This set is this set.
Oh, sorry.
I'll help you.
Okay, yeah.
This set is the standard version that's in like a Barbie style box. And they had the whole set, but one of them had like a big coffee stain or a soda stain on it, like somebody spilled something on it. And then this is the deluxe set, the concert series that she has. Yeah. In addition, they had some little fake radio stuff and then like a sound stage. So one vendor had all 5. And Stone Sour made a donation.
Yes.
Stone Sour joining us made a donation to our Feline Fund. Thank you very much for helping us out with that.
So this vendor had all 5. The other vendor had all 5. So
and it was around the same price.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanted the New Kids on the Block. I actually was looking for it. I wasn't looking for it there. I looked for it on eBay a couple of times because I like buying things in a lot. And this vendor is somebody that I know, so I got a really good deal.
Migo Matt said New Kids are royalty out here in Boston.
Yeah, because they're from Boston.
They're from South Boston. And when I lived in Boston, when at the height of their popularity, everybody claimed that they knew them. And nobody did. I promise you, they did not know those people. Everybody, oh yeah, I knew them from down in South. You don't live in Southie. And those neighborhoods are very tight knit. You don't tell me you know the New Kids on the Block, liar. But
my God.
It's Danny. Oh my God. And they all come with a microphone.
Yep. My sister had the Joe with the red coat back in the 90s.
Oh, so this one.
Yep.
Says Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
And that's the one. Of course, it was the half-size box. No cassette tape.
Yeah.
Denied. And look, the original price on these, Target, $19.99. Oh,
$19.
$20 for this thing in 1990. In 1990, when these were released.
And then the last one, Donnie. And Richard says when he was younger, he looked like Donnie.
Did he?
That's what Richard says. See, back in the 90s.
You could repurpose that as.
He looked like.
You could repurpose that as Vanilla Ice.
No, you can't.
He ain't from England. Why is he wearing Union Jack?
Who knows?
This Saturday morning fan.
Hey, Saturday morning. Got here late this time. Just got back with the family watching Mario 2. Oh, yeah, that's out.
But these are actually, I mean, really nice sealed examples.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was weird because 2 totally different vendors had the entire set. The lady that had the skinnier box, she actually had the stage. She had the stage too. So she had all 5 figures, the stage, and she had some memorabilia.
Yeah.
So Johnny knew Michael Jackson. I lived across the street from him. I used to babysit him. I doubt it if you babysit Michael Jackson because he was born in like the 50s.
Johnny's older than we thought. You know what it is? Johnny Future. He must have used the DeLorean to go back in time.
He went back in time so he can babysit Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
No Spice Girls. No Blossom.
He did have the Brooke Shields.
He had Brooke Shields,
Vanna White in the box.
And the Nanny.
Yeah, and the Nanny, the cartoon version of the Nanny, which looked even more bizarre than the regular Nanny. And it was the home shopping club.
Oh yeah.
Exclusive.
Was it Menudo from Boston too?
Menudo was from Mexico.
Oh, they were from Mexico?
I believe that was Mexico, right? Yeah, South American group. They also had a figure series.
They did.
Yeah, and it was made. It's Mego bodies. After Mego went out of business, so another company bought up a bunch of bodies and made Mego figures with them, or made Menudo figures with them.
Okay.
And they're notoriously inexpensive. Nobody gives a damn about Menudo. They had a Saturday morning live action show at one point.
Menudo? I do remember that. Now I just need the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, hell. Robert says that they make Vanilla Ice. Yes, they did.
They made Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer.
MC Hammer. They did Michael Jackson.
Yes.
They did Boy George.
No, I don't want that one. I like Boy George, though, but I don't need his action figures.
They did Boy George.
The rare WKRP in Cincinnati playset. No.
They rarely they had also Elvis been done a few times.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought New Edition was from like New Jersey or something. Was it from Boston?
I don't remember.
I knew they was from up north somewhere, but I thought it was like New Jersey or somewhere. Yeah. The Nanny got an animated primetime Christmas special too.
Did she at least voice it herself?
I don't know. Whatever happened to her? You never really saw her after that show.
Too heavily typecast, I'm sure. From
because you can't unhear that voice.
Yeah, and that happens to especially with sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare that an actor will even work again after being on a sitcom, or if they do, it's so far in the future afterwards. Yeah, Johnny said Aerosmith, Boston band, correct. Robert never realized they made so many music people. They did.
Yeah, they made quite a few.
They made quite a few.
I think they did a Whitney Houston.
I don't remember. Well, I remember Miko did it too.
Yeah,
because they did other things. They did Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah,
they did Donna Summer, Sonny and Cher, Captain and Tennille.
Kiss is out there. You see Kiss everywhere.
Kiss was Miko
originally, but you always see those figures for whatever reason. They must have made like 1 million of them.
They were popular at the time.
Man,
finding them in the boxes is something. Robert wants to know Aerosmith.
No, we don't have any Aerosmith figures.
I'm not sure if they ever did Aerosmith action figures or not.
Mm-mm.
If they did, it was probably McFarlane Toys because he does stuff like that from time to time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Funko. That's right. Of course, Funko did it.
Funko would have done it. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Robert suggests that Kiss was overdone and overrated. And overrated.
Disco long version, 15 plus minutes. Is that supposed to be Mego Star Wars?
I don't think so.
What's that word? MECO.
I'm not sure. Mecco.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they're the ones who did it.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they're the ones who produced it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. But I know that they did, because that was the thing too in those days, is to do disco versions of a lot of that type of music.
Yeah. And then in the 90s, early 2000s, everything was techno. They took a normal song and then they put a techno beat behind it. Somebody else usually sang it too, sometimes. No Beatle figures.
The earliest, excuse me, the earliest Beatles figures that I'm aware of are the ones from Remco.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a
okay, I got your chance.
Which is a caricature. They look like, the original Remco sort of Funko Pop-ish characters. They did the Beatles, the Mamas. Was it the Mamas and Papas? I think they did the Mamas and the Papas. They did Barry Coldwater. They did the Munsters. They did the Addams Family. Yeah, the Monkees also.
They had toys?
Yep, they had they had those little figures also. They had a talking hand puppet. They had just odds and ends.
Johnny picked up the Aerosmith Rocks DVD this week. Stars on 45 was Beagle cover group. Oh, okay. Was a disco band. Oh, okay. I got you now.
Okay.
Hey, Alpha Tryon, how are you?
Us. We appreciate it. Says they're a little late to the party. That's okay.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson had a lot of everything because they wanted to merchandise the hell out of him while he was still popular.
Yeah.
So he got around.
Yeah, he was everywhere.
They were selling postcards, pictures,
T-shirts,
Michael Jackson,
posters,
the gloves.
Yeah.
Anything they could get away with. Who was it? Was it LJN made the dolls? I'm trying to remember if it was LJN
but
or
I've seen the dolls before. Nostalgic. Hold on.
For the 70s. He's in Dystopian Canada.
David.
Yes.
Of the Bible are now hate speech.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Oh, we're going to even go down that road. We're not going to go down that road. Of course, rock band, the Chipmunks.
Yeah, the Chipmunks. That guy was smart.
Yes, we saw a video about him this week.
The guy who voiced the original David Seville, which was a character name.
Mm-hmm.
He had done the Witch Doctor song as a joke, and it jumped off. And they sold like millions of 45s of him doing the Witch Doctor song because he had experimental music coming and came up with that ooh ee ooh ah sounds like the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
And as soon as it hit, he ran to the attorneys and patented the sound technique.
Oh wow.
And so they and then he came up with the whole Chipmunks theme, so that he could continue to produce that type of music. It's rare that you see anybody intelligent in the music industry.
Chance has the techno version of the $6 Million Man and the Charlie's Angel. Moonwalker. Wow,
and then Captain EO also.
Yeah,
because he had the whole Captain EO thing going for a while there. I wonder that should be available on tape.
I don't know.
Because the thing was that when you got to the end of the ride or whatever, you could watch it. It was like a 17-minute video. Alpha's feeling it. He says the pollen count. Yeah.
Sometimes Georgia is awful for pollen.
Sometimes it bothers me and sometimes it doesn't. So, I mean, and this week it's been really irritating me.
The one vendor at the inn near where I met you had some biker mice and had a hard time trying to make a deal with him. He was tough to deal with, but was able to get a deal with him on, after a while.
Because Sunday time's up. So you either make a deal or you pack it up and cross your fingers next time.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes with a lot of those shows. That's why I recommend if you can't be there the whole weekend, if they're doing something like that, get there at the very beginning or get there towards the end when they're getting ready to pack up. Because that's at the very beginning, that's where you find stuff that they overlooked. And then at the end of the show, they're like, man, I don't want to pack this up again.
No.
And that's when you can often get a pretty good deal from some people.
I usually get real good deals on Sundays. That one guy that I bought that Ninja Turtle stuff from, I bought other things from him on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And he gives a real good deal on Sunday.
Yeah, that's the best time usually when they're ready to pack up. And then sometimes you run into these guys that just completely stonewall you. They like today with the gumball machine and the Santa, they just really were not motivated to negotiate because they have this attitude, some people, and it's fine. I know what I got. With the Santa though, eventually they probably will get that price, but closer to the holiday. And right now is not the time for that. You know what I mean?
That same person, other New Kids on the Block, they were willing to deal for that.
To a point. They wanted like 80 on it, and they said they'd go 75. And I'm like, so I don't know how much of a deal that was. I don't know how much of a deal that was.
Yeah. I like the Chipmunk cartoon. I used to watch that. What is your favorite toy show that you two go to?
Do we have a favorite?
I guess the Toylanta because it's close and you get good deals and they got a lot of variety.
A lot of variety.
Yeah, a lot of variety.
And we know a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Although the Retro Toy Swap's been really good to us. Not the last couple of times. I haven't, well, you did well today. But the last couple of times, I haven't really, nothing's really caught my eye like all of that. And nostalgic want to know the weirdest thing that happened with someone at a convention was somebody come up to say hi. Nothing. Well, weird for me is like when somebody wants an autograph.
Or to take a picture with you.
No, taking a picture with me, and then they want the crown, which is fine. But when they want me to sign something, and then it's something weird, and the weirdest thing that I've had that somebody has gotten me to sign was a Terminator 2 mug. Terminator 2 mug. And I'm like, okay.
What's up with that? Toy 2 and 3 are complete, but they're not all set up.
Yeah, room 2 is almost finished. This is well, technically, this is room 1, the lounge.
Oh, okay.
Room 2 is toy room 1. I know that's confusing.
Yeah,
but that's pretty much set. And the next room is pretty full.
Yeah, it's done.
But that's it's all masters. And then the last room is built, but we've only just started putting anything in it. Johnny wants to know what they wanted for the Santa. $200. $200 for Santa, $400 for the gumball machine.
Oh, old time cereal said.
Okay.
That's what Richard was watching.
Okay.
I know the last show you went to must have been your favorite convention. You filmed there twice, if I will remember. Well, yeah, he films like every day.
Yeah, I mean, if I've got a press pass, I may as well make the best of it. Munin, I think he's talking about that it must be a chore haul, and I'd be careful with that gumball machine, though.
Yeah,
I pointed out in the video, the clown head is a plaster molding, and that's why it had cracks. That's called crazing, and you see that on vintage dolls. You really can't fix that. All you can do is try to prevent it from getting worse. One bad bump or whatever, all those chunks are going to fall off. They're going to fall off the mold. I think they're the guys that had the robot one last time, which was purchased by another vendor and subsequently resold. So I would have loved to have the robot one too, but you just can't always get everything, you know?
Yeah, the Black Hawk is on Tubi.
Yeah.
That TV serial.
I don't think I have a copy of that one.
Joey, the one vendor, is from my neck of the woods in Florida. He's been traveling up north to vendor because vintage is becoming less in Florida. Too much modern now in Florida. Yeah,
Johnny's surprised. I've been asked for my autograph. Yeah, a couple times. Not all the time. It's rare, but it is.
Hey, Johnny, how are you?
MIB joining us.
Johnny Shenry, MIB.
Yep.
No cosplayers. No cosplayers was at this Toyland.
I didn't notice any.
Usually you get a few.
You know what? That Joe unit was there. The guy dressed as Shipwreck and whatever.
Oh, yeah. And that one that was dressed as Roddy Piper, and I told him he looked like Don Morocco.
That was funny.
Yeah, and he was like, he never heard of Don Morocco. So I pulled up the picture, and he was like, yeah, I do look like more like him than. And I told him, he did this bit where he was dressing up as Randy, not Randy.
I'll show you a picture.
He was dressing
when I saw
up
this
like
guy,
Roddy Piper.
And I think I mentioned it. I might have said it on the video. Here, this is him, right? And I said, I was talking to somebody at the show. I was like, if that guy is Don Morocco pretending to be Roddy Piper, that's perfect. And the guy thought about it and was like, oh yeah, Morocco used to do that.
Yeah, he did.
That's what I thought this guy.
And I asked him, he never heard of Don Morocco, didn't know who Don Morocco was. And I told him it was the same time.
Yeah.
And I pulled up the picture. I couldn't find the picture of Don Morocco dressed as Roddy Piper. So I just showed him his face, and he was like, yeah, I do look like that. More like that than Roddy Piper. No.
Sequential wants to know if we put toys in the bathroom. No. We don't have it spread all over the house. We wouldn't do that.
No, it's not leaving the basement. I refuse that one. The museum has grown.
Yes, Johnny.
Yes, it has.
Because then you end up like those guys like we used to see on those pop videos, and they have like that rack that you buy at Family Dollar over the toilet, and it's full of Funko Pops.
The one guy had it in the kitchen, all on top of the refrigerator, in the cabinet, and everything. My ultimate goal is to visit your museum and do an on-location video there. Come on down.
How far behind are we?
Well, when I catch up, and then mess around, and then it gets long again. Funny. I thought it was weird that I was booked at Fanboy Expo to sign autograph for $10 a pop since I was featured in Walking Dead.
That's Chance.
I did 5 cons signing stuff. Yep. Chance was one of the walkers. We have his poster.
Yeah.
He was the one trapped in the door, the circular door. Hey, Vintage Poet, how are you? He was the one trapped in the door when the guy left his friend in the store. You don't know.
I can't remember now because it's all a blur, that show. Excuse me.
I liked it.
Yeah, to a point. It started to wear on you after a while.
Gumball. Oh yeah. You're talking about the gumball
machines. Yeah, I mean, it'd be.
No, nobody want my autograph.
I'm surprised anybody wants mine. I had to charge for it. $1,000. Oh, I ought to pull like a Sylvester Stallone on him and charge like $3,000 for a signature.
Johnny want to know where your crown.
Where is the crown?
Oh no, K Muni wants to know who Don Morocco is. It's Don Morocco, not Dan. He was the first rock.
The magnificent Morocco.
Yes.
From Hawaii.
He from Hawaii.
Yep.
And he was a wrestler during the 70s through the 80s. Yeah, he was big in the 70s and 80s, and he was big, but he was the first rock because they used to sometimes they called him the Rock for Don Morocco. But yeah, he was a good one. He was a heel, and he was funny. He would cut his face up a lot and be bloody all over the place.
He cheated because sometimes you could see a Band-Aid under his hairline. So he preset it. And then at some point he'd take the Band-Aid off and then, oh, look, he's bleeding. Oh, it busted his head open.
Yeah.
He didn't lance himself in the
storming in Canada.
In the event like a lot of guys. But you could watch that. We saw one with Hulk Hogan the other night.
Oh yeah.
Obviously messed it up. And
he was his whole chest and his trunks, and he had on white trunks. It was
soaking into his trunks. He was bleeding so bad. Yeah. There was a pool on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, he did that. He did that bad."
Yeah. The best one was when Andre
the Giant with fighting Roddy Piper and oh God, what's that other guy's name from the Double Cross Ranch? Not Terry Funk. The other guy. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, it was
Cowboy Bob Orton.
Yeah, one of the Funk brothers.
Cowboy Bob Orton from Double Cross Ranch. And he Double Cross Ranch. But Piper, the old I've got something in my trunks.
Yeah.
Was pounding on Andre's head, and Andre's head was split open.
Johnny said charge $4,000.
I know.
Yes, we saw They Live. I have the They Live figures from Mondo.
Yes.
They Live was a really good movie. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Yeah.
But it's a really good movie. And Roddy Piper left wrestling for a while to do movies, and they said it, he's going to be leaving. He's going to go to Hollywood and become a big movie star. And he left for like a year or two.
That's his best film, though. Yeah. Everything else he did was some crappy beef.
I don't know anything else he was in. I didn't see anything else.
And a couple of TV appearances. He was on the TV show Highlander briefly.
We did see that Pee Wee Herman that y'all told us about. We saw the whole show. not just that part. We saw the whole thing, and it was just a advertisement for the CBS lineup.
Yeah, CBS Saturday morning lineup.
Yeah, but it was still funny. That Pee Wee Herman skit was funny, and Roddy Piper was just acting a fool the whole time.
Best Pee Wee Herman sketch is the Pee Wee Herman Christmas special when Whoopi Goldberg calls him on the phone and he blows her off.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, am I going to be able to? Oh, no, there's no space. All full up. No, sorry. Well, what about? No, next year's book too. And it's like, how about the year after that? No promises, Whoopi. Oh, look, gotta go. And it was Whoopi Goldberg too.
Yeah.
And he blew her off on the phone and hung up on her. And he's like, oh. And I'm like, that's hilarious. Because that's how people really felt about her anyways.
Thoughts on Superman 3 with AI? That silly movie was way ahead of its time with the supercomputer sucking all the electricity and power to live and take over. I never saw Superman 3.
You didn't miss much. With Richard Pryor.
Oh, that's the one with Richard Pryor. I know you always going on about that.
It wasn't that great at all. But chance warnings like that go all the way back to Metropolis. The silent film Metropolis. I've mentioned it before. It was a cyborg. Or not a cyborg, excuse me. It was an android that infiltrated the Union. It was supposed to spy on them, but it did its own thing instead and got them to riot. And it almost killed everybody in the city. So did its own thing and didn't follow instructions and became extremely dangerous.
Hell Comes to Frogtown.
That's right. He was in Hell Comes to Frogtown. What a bad film that was.
Was it?
Yeah. Post-apocalyptic, and he's a sex slave.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Oh my God. That was crazy.
Oh. Best thing about Superman 3 was the junkyard fight.
Junkyard fight was okay, yeah. Because that's what he's talking about. Clark Kent versus evil Superman.
Johnny loved Superman 3. He thought it was hilarious.
My youngest son's favorite film is Superman 4. People think that film was absolutely wretched. He loved it as a kid.
Roddy Piper's last film was called The Saint.
Not The Saint with Roger Moore.
No, it was a movie. They
made a movie of they tried to bring The Saint back with Val Kilmer as a film.
I saw it. Okay, I didn't know what it was about. Okay. I did see that movie. But we just watched The Saint like recently, so I didn't make, it was no connections being made. Is the story of okay.
Oh, excuse me. And Lana was great in Superman 3. Anybody but Lois is great in a film where Lois is.
No, I don't like
She's
Lois
always
Lane.
insufferable. The best version is the Fleischman Superman, the original 40s serials. And she's bad in that too, but he ignores her.
Yeah. I don't like that they put them together. I like when in the animated, some of the animated films, him and Wonder Woman got together. They were together for a while.
Okay.
And I like that fit better. And we got Joseph here.
He liked the Val Kilmer as the Saint.
It's pretty underrated, fun movie.
I liked the show with
Roger Moore. Yeah, we watched the whole series recently.
Yeah. And it's like he's telling a story because he breaks the fourth wall at the beginning of each episode as he's explaining what he's building up to.
Lois Lane's vibe in the 90s. Ugh.
I don't remember the cartoon very well, to be honest.
Okay, yeah, I only saw the movies, the animated movies, which I like watching the DC animated movies. Some of them are actually pretty good. I think they do better with the animated shows than they do with the actual live action movies. And I kind of wish they would just stick with the animated movies and leave the rest of it alone, because they don't do that well. I don't think so. Some of them come out decent or just okay, but for the most part, I don't think they're all that great.
Munen's been hearing rumors about the Supergirl actress acting up.
Well, yeah, they can't keep their mouth closed. They always got to have something to say. And it goes back to kind of like what we talked about last week about social media. They get on the social media and somebody say something because she's talking about her body image and all of that. Because people say, oh, I like the old uniform better than this uniform.
Saying you like my body is possession. Nobody took
nobody want to
nobody took you anywhere.
No.
I mean, seriously. Nobody took you anywhere. What are you talking about?
And why these people feel like they got to say something? Just because somebody say something to you don't mean you have to respond. There's no rule on earth that says you have to respond to every comment.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's what keeps a lot of people in depression. Because they feel like, oh, somebody said something, I must respond.
No, that's a social media backwash.
Yeah.
You don't have to. People feel like they should. And that's, you know.
Oh, they did a Superboy show? Huh.
That ties in with what we were talking about earlier with that whole situation driving to the show today with all the emergency vehicles trying to get through. And they couldn't because everybody had their arm out the damn car window trying to film something they couldn't even see. And it's like, what? Oh, I'm gonna make some money on YouTube. I'm gonna make some money on Instagram. Get the hell out of the way. There's a fire truck trying to get by.
But I mean, the thought came to your mind. Okay, somebody life has ended, and I'm going to film it so I can go viral.
Yeah.
On social media. That's your first reaction. That's your first thought. Not, oh my God, this person ended their life. Oh, what about their family? This and that. Throw up a little prayer. Man, I hope they family be all right. They're able to cope and handle it. I hope they don't have kids. Something like that. Be compassionate. Nope.
No, film it.
We got to film this. We got to put this up. I got to be the first one.
Sequential said they like Lois Lane. That's fine.
Oh no, long live Lois Lane.
If you like her, you like her.
Yeah, you do.
It's cool.
Yeah, we don't hate on this.
No.
Yeah, everybody got an opinion.
Everybody's got an opinion.
You're entitled.
Yeah.
Because we're entitled to ours.
Yep. We haven't seen the second one yet.
I saw parts of it. Like I said earlier. Yeah, we got to watch it because I saw it on a reaction video.
Ugh.
So it was stopped and started and rewind, stopped, started, rewind, talked about. So I didn't get the full experience of it.
You know who Lois Lane looks like not Lois Lane. Now I'm stuck in that. Supergirl looks like in the new movie. She looks like Wild Boy from Mad Max 3, the kid with the boomerang.
Oh, I never saw
that. Now you won't unsee that. That's how she looks. Wild Boy. Couldn't speak.
The Supergirl actress is getting a lot of hate because of her looks. I think she's attractive. I believe the studio wants an edgy version of Supergirl in this movie and not a cute version.
Perhaps. That's what Johnny suggests there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. They played extended scenes of Miss Tessmacher from Superman the movie and Superman 2.
Miss Tessmacher? What's his name? Lex Luthor was always screaming for her. He was always pissed off.
I think I do remember her.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Him yelling for her or threatening Otis.
Mm-hmm.
My arm wasn't long enough, Mr. Luthor. I'm sorry. Oh, your arm wasn't long enough, Otis? You want to see a long arm, Otis? Do you want to see a very long arm, Otis? No, Mr. Luthor. They were hilarious together.
No, I don't have any Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God. Yet. I used to have the whole series
here we go
carded boxed.
I am going to get them. I am going to get them though.
For me, as a birthday gift.
Supergirl, He-Man, Mandalorian, all coming out.
Yeah, Mandalorian, there's not much love for it. People, I don't know, like maybe they waited too long or maybe they went through too many transitions in the show. People don't seem too thrilled with it. Masters looked okay. I haven't seen the second trailer. Supergirl doesn't look interesting in the least bit to me. So
the Supergirl, Melissa, somebody had hardcore images of her and her boyfriend hit the web. Oh no.
Really?
Well, You can do that. No, not this side, but yeah. Okay, we got
Lifting
the veil.
Lifting the veil. Okay. Lifting the veil.
I wonder if she's
I don't know.
Who knows?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's not a movie I want to see. I'm not big into like Supergirl and
if they're gonna pull
like
an okey doke, like I predict an okey doke like with the Flash, because everybody went to see the Flash because they really wanted to see Keaton Batman. And that's anybody who saw it that I spoke to, that's why they went. They wanted to see Keaton Batman and they thought the movie was terrible. And I'm like, they're doing the same thing with Lobo. Everybody wants to see Moana playing Lobo. And the rest of the film, they're going to forget like it didn't happen.
Well, and I was going to say it would be cool to keep it a surprise, but then if you keep it a surprise, nobody would go and see it.
Yeah.
So you got to kind of drip it out there so that people can go see it just for that. And then you can say your numbers were good, but people really only came to see one character.
Basically.
And he probably only going to be in there for like a minute. Because it's going to be like a cameo.
Well, yeah, they're going to cut it down. He'll be in there for like 4 minutes of the whole film. And everybody's going to be like, what the hell is this? No, Johnny thinks we had Planet Now. That's part of the collection I lost. I do have this, though.
I do want Planet of the Apes.
You might think this is interesting.
And because I got some Flash Gordon. I'm not finished with it. And I want the Planet of the Apes figures. But they cost quite a bit. So you got to get them one by one every 6 months or once a year or something like that.
I've got this.
The old Planet of the Apes. Oh, that was one of the show exclusives. What, like a year ago?
Yeah, a couple years back. This is an old Toylanta exclusive. It's the Atomic Ape Men, Ape Warrior, and Dr. Azrak, which of course is a nod. Obviously, these are recastings of the Azrak Hamway apes, which are action figures that are based actually on the Japanese ripoff film of Planet of the Apes. Do you remember that one? Saw it on Riff Tracks? Yeah, that's what these are based off of. And so these came from Toylanta from a couple of years back. The original Mego, the reason she's interested in the original Mego Planet of the Apes is because they're actually for the, I believe they're based on the live action show. Because there was a 70s live action and a 70s cartoon, Saturday Morning Filmation, which are both pretty good shows, actually. One season each, but those action figures are based off of the live action show.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly.
The 1984 international cut of Supergirl was far better than the U.S. version. Demi Moore was going to play Lucy Lane, Lois Lane's little sister, but she had a scheduling conflict. Moore was like Margot. Lobo is fighting with Supergirl at the trailer's end, and I bet that's the movie's ending. So they fight and team up like
Saturday morning
in the 90s.
Who could be? Who knows?
I don't know. They're gonna make it where they're gonna try and say a Lobo movie is coming out or something with Lobo.
Yeah,
with more of him is coming out, so you can want to go see that. But I think people are really getting not just superhero fatigue, movie fatigue. Period. Because nothing seems to be like all that great. I mean, really, from the last just 5 years. What's the best movie you saw? Everybody. I mean, now I ain't gonna lie. I did like the Joker and I did like the Batman, but I think the Batman came out more than 5 years ago.
Was it? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I forget.
But the last movie I saw that I really liked was the Batman.
Yeah.
I saw that. And I know a lot of people didn't like the Joker. The second one, I thought it was nice.
First one was better, much better done.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, really, what has come out in the last 5 years that you're like, man, I got to own that on DVD and watch it once a week. You know, can you think of anything? Reeves had a cameo at the end of the 80s, Supergirl giving her a device to return to Earth anytime.
I don't remember the film. I haven't seen the Supergirl movie since I was a kid. So I really don't remember it hardly.
I don't know the new Planet of the Apes.
The new ones? I didn't care for the new ones. I didn't care for the new ones.
Series 2 Planet of the Apes figures were based on the show. I did like the TV show. The first series could be based on either the cartoon. The cartoon was good. The movie was good. And the TV show was good. We saw all three. Yep. And I liked them all.
Yeah, and because I've got them all on disc. I've got the original run of Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston and them. I've got the live action and the cartoon show.
I'm with you, David. Go ahead.
No, that's all.
No,
I've got all that on disc because again, we prefer to have things on physical media if we can get it that way, as opposed to trying to pull it up on streaming and maybe they have it, maybe they don't. Maybe you can watch some before as much as you can before they cut it off. You won't have to sit there watching tons of ads. I had a conversation with someone about that today.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, yeah, but we had to watch all those cartoons back on our commercials back on network TV back in the day anyways. It's like, yeah, but it wasn't as much as it is now. Because I know what those editing blocks look like because I re-edit commercials back into the old shows that I put up on the channel. And if you have like a 26, 27-minute show, you're only putting 3 or 4 minutes worth of commercials into that half-hour block. But nowadays, you'll be watching that more than an hour because there's so many ads, and the ads aren't even in the ad breaks. They just pop in anywhere. It's a mess. So yeah, you're watching more ads now than you were back in the day.
Communing like Sonic 3 and Demon Slayer. And Saturday Morning says the new Spider-Man trailer is the highest grossing or the highest watched trailer in history. Robert says the Spider-Man movie and the Multiverse of Madness was great. So you got a couple. The new He-Man trailer has some dark stuff in it. Yeah, just hope that is good.
Yeah, Robert said cartoon apes seem scary. Yeah, they it's a cartoon drama. So it's not humor. There's no humor in it. It's not it's for a more sophisticated viewing audience, even though it's children. It's kind of like the original Johnny Quest. Not meant to be funny. Not meant to be funny. Or what's the one we're watching now? Thundar the Barbarian. Not really meant to be funny. And some of the plots on the Thundar the Barbarian are really interesting.
I'm praying that the Planet of the Apes Shield makes it to Blu-ray someday, restored, and the Shield. I never heard of that.
Planet of the Apes Shield.
Oh, show.
Okay,
show.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
I've got the old DVD box set. That's good enough for me for now.
But see, the Spider-Man is not Disney, right?
No, that should be Sony Entertainment. And so, I haven't seen the new ones. Anyways, I saw the Tobey Maguire ones, although the third film with Tobey Maguire with Venom, they kind of screwed it up. But
Cartoon seemed traumatizing. You got to watch it to know if it's traumatizing. It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good.
It's good, well written. No, we don't have any of the modern Mego. I have one modern Mego figure, and it's I think Edwin sent it to us.
Yes.
It's the Stan Lee figure.
Yeah.
Stan Lee on the card from Mego, which was, I believe, given to us by Edwin, is the only modern Mego we actually have.
Men in Black is a Marvel IP? I didn't realize that.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I haven't seen the last one. I saw the first 3. They came out with a 4th one.
It's time for them to do a reboot.
Was it a reboot?
I don't
forget
know
what they did, but I didn't see the new one.
It's time for a reboot.
I heard it was pretty bad. But that doesn't surprise me. That's how things go these days, unfortunately.
It's time for a reboot.
No, it's never time for a reboot. They need to quit doing that.
You got to make it better.
You can't. If it was a good film, you're not going to make it better. You're going to screw it up. You're going to screw up because people already have a vision of how it should look. You take a film that sucked and
make it better,
and you reboot that.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And then it comes out better. We've talked about that before. And, you know, like I used the Blob as an example. The original Blob versus the 80s Blob. The 80s one, I think, is much better. But the original one, it's kind of campy, kind of goofy, had a lot of room for improvement. It's still fun to watch.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it could have been a better film, and they made a better film out of it. Stuff like that. But you don't take a film that was a blockbuster and remake it and expect you're going to get anywhere when people already have an expectation of what that film should be like or should look like.
Like Citizen Kane. Time for a reboot.
No. A good example is take a look at the original Rollerball.
I saw the original Rollerball.
Yeah. Versus with James Caan.
I don't know who was in it, but
versus the remake with LL Cool J in it.
I saw that.
Did you?
Yeah, I saw the one with LL.
That was awful.
LL was in.
And they killed all of the political backdrop. They removed it completely from the film, and it's like the remake pales in comparison to the original. Pales in comparison.
Oh boy. Men in Black film that you're talking about is Nicole's Men in Black International.
I didn't see it. I don't think I ever want to.
Do you guys collect unpopular, easy pass toy lines that are super cheap, that have no value, like Bandai Tick, for example?
We got a couple. Like I've got a set of the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves from Kenner. It's not really worth much. I don't have the vehicles, but I've got all a complete set of the carded figures. They're not worth a fortune. But yeah, I remember Saturday Morning Invaders from Mars 80s remake. You remember the Invaders from Mars? They were in the tunnels. They were not. You don't remember.
I remember Earthquake.
They didn't change hardly anything with that, though.
And they redid Earthquake and Fire City.
They reused a lot of footage is what they did, because the original televised made-for-TV ABC movie Earthquake, that's the longest earthquake in human history, because I swear that scene is 11 minutes long. Because, you know, a real earthquake's less than a minute. And they demolished an entire Hollywood set to do it, and they show you every stick getting broken.
Yeah,
and it's impressive. They did a great talk practical effects. They must have spent a fortune on practical effects for that film. It's like, wow.
Sony has to make a Men in Black movie or show every 10 years or so, or rights go back to Marvel. They are planning another one
with Will Smith now that everybody hates his guts, says Saturday Morning. And that's also a mistake too, because then they're rehashing a film just to hold on to it and not doing it any justice. If you can't do it right, you may as well let it go back.
That's right. I do remember that, Richard, they did redo that Men in Black. I remember Chris Hemsworth was in it. I do remember that. That came out a couple of years ago. And Chance has Star Wars fatigue.
Yeah, just stick with the original trilogy, Chance. You'll be all right. Forget all that new stuff.
It's time for a Universal Monster reboot.
Oh, no more Universal Monsters, anything.
They need a reboot.
Please. Well, they already did, because they already tried to bring back Frankenstein and Bride, and everybody hated them.
Yeah, but that's just one. They got to do the Invisible Man, the Werewolf, or the Wolf Man. They got to do Dracula, all of them. Time for a reboot.
Another one that's a real favorite of mine that's not worth a fortune is the Super Dino Monster set, which are, I've talked about them before, because I actually was able to complete the series finally this year. I got all 12 of them from the 80s. super generic card. They zip tied the action figure to the card because it's the cheapest damn thing in the world. And they're knockoffs of Ultraman Kaiju. There's 12 in the set, and there's a couple of I have a couple of duplicates because there are paint variations. But man, it took forever to complete that set. They're not really worth but $50 a piece at the most. But I had a couple when I was a kid. They came from Woolworths. And I'm like, if I can grab a couple of Super Dinos if you've never seen them before and show you guys. But they're notoriously, it took years to complete the set because you can't find them. If you look up Super Dino monsters on eBay, there'll be a ton of loose ones. And there might be a couple of carded ones, but you're not going to find much.
I'm with Johnny here. Yeah. I think the only way to collect, I never collect for value, just for pure fun. And I think that's better.
Don't think of it as an investment.
But you can tell when a person, when you watch videos, and that's why a lot of channels I quit watching, especially when it comes to comics. Oh God, because the people, you can tell they don't read them, they just collect, and then they talk about the value of it, or, oh, I don't want this book because I don't think it's going to have resale value. And it's like, well,
doesn't have good spec.
Yeah. And it's like, well, didn't you buy it because you liked it? You want to read the story. You're curious about the story. You saw the cover and it made you want to read about the story or something like that. And to me, it just, do what you want to do. It's your money. But to me, it just feels like, I don't know. It feels like you should buy something because you really like it, not because you think, oh, this is going to be my retirement plan.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. It just feels like if you buy it for value with resale in mind, now you're taking up a whole room in your house to house this stuff until the value goes up. And you just got this stuff, praying that the value goes up.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Those are just my thoughts.
Unit doesn't like Malibu comics.
Oh no, I got some Malibu comics. I got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a new Mummy movie is coming out.
See?
Yeah, it's time for a
Saturday
reboot.
morning. You're not going to see a Smokey and the Bandit reboot because that CB and trucker culture is dead.
Yeah, but you can use cell phone culture now. Everybody can just use a cell phone.
Oh my God.
Bluetooth.
Yeah, send text messages to each other.
Bluetooth.
But I mean, not to cross wires, because when you buy stuff like that, you are making an investment because you're investing a lot, time, energy, money, emotion. But you can't buy it expecting that you're going to be flipping anything over.
Has there been any Smokey and the Bandit toys?
Like rack toy stuff and things like that. No action figures or anything that I'm aware of. Although no, the Ertl, I think the Ertl, oh God, what was his name? Burt Reynolds figure is based off of Smokey and the Bandit. That's about as close as you're going to get.
Hey, Eric, how are you?
Oh, Eric is joining us. Sawdust Toylanta, he says.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that gave us those McDonald's figures.
They're sitting over here, actually.
Yeah. I enjoyed the walkthrough. Okay, he was at the thing. And Johnny said they messed up the Nosferatu. So
yeah,
that's something else they did.
They made it like hypersexual. It was weird.
Yeah, he said so. Toys and collectibles are not secure investments. They're not. Especially comics, because they'll be high when the movie is coming out, and then people will start seeing the trailers. The movie will come out, and then nobody likes it.
Yeah.
So then they tank. And Tuck is stopping by to say hello.
Yeah.
If any of those Malibu comics is the ferret, burn them now. You let me later save yourself.
The ferret. Oh no.
I got a few. Because we had bought a lot, and I tried, like, if it's comics I see just hanging out around, I'm like, okay, I wonder what this is about. So since it's in a lot and it's already bought, I'll pull out one of each to read and just see what it's about. So I know I got a lot of Malibu comics and Image comics, because of that. And I heard they're not doing that well anymore. Image in Malibu, I heard they're not doing well. That's the problem I have with collector communities. Some collectors get in the hobby for profit, but have no connection whatsoever with it as a child. And you can tell when you talk to them, they have no connection, no feeling, no emotion, no nothing to the to whatever. Hey T Stewart, how are you? So I don't know. You can just feel it.
Yeah, well,
I saw them at African Killer Bees movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did ants and the
Yeah, I saw that because I like those disaster films. I watch them all.
My favorite one with the ants was when the house was covered with ants and there are all these spectators and they're all on the barrier and they can't get them to move back from the barrier. And then a helicopter flies by and all the ants get blown on the people in the crowd and they're all running. And it's like, yeah, it serves you right. You should have got your butt out of there.
The sooner people realize that the toy market isn't what it used to be 30 years ago, the sooner they will understand that these toys and even toys from the 70s simply don't pack the financial punch.
Some of them are insanely expensive, though. Take a look at Ace Allgood's table.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, David, I did not see Pixel Dan's last video.
No, he's calling it quits. Are you serious?
Of a guy who's calling it quits.
Oh,
he's talking about somebody else, I guess.
Cannonball Run. Isn't Cannonball Run when they raced across the United States?
Yeah, it's based on a true story.
Okay, yeah, we saw that.
Yep. It's based on a true story, and it had Dom DeLuise in it.
And it had
Captain Chaos.
Sylvester Stallone, but he was only in it for like a second, right? Sylvester Stallone?
No, you're thinking of Death Race 2000.
Oh, okay. Then I didn't see Cannonball Run.
Yeah, with David Carradine.
Yeah.
And his hand grenade. Cannonball Run had a lot of celebrities in it, though. I mean, because like Dean Martin was in it.
They made 3 Cannonball movies.
Yeah. Yeah, Dean Martin was in it, and Sammy Davis Jr. was in it, and Jackie Chan was in it. Yeah, couldn't speak English at the time, but he was in it. They had a lot of characters. Roger Moore. There's a lot of people.
Toy show YouTubers.
Toy shows.
Yeah, they're
doesn't like them. All the ones who like they unbox everything they unbox gives them a wet dream. They have to wear a diaper because they get so excited about their unboxing.
What is wrong with
Oh my
you?
God, this is the best toy ever. You have to buy it.
I have stopped watching a few channels because the focus on toys has become more about value than fun and great memories. Yeah.
That right there, by the way, is why people don't send me free stuff to unbox. Because if it sucks, I'm gonna tell you. I don't care.
The reason toys don't hold long-term value is because they will eventually age out the collector's buyers as generations pass.
That could be. I remember Kingdom of the Spiders, Robert, that had William Shatner in it. I believe it was William Shatner in that, right? He was everywhere. If you're really paying attention, he was everywhere in the 70s. Guest appearances. We were watching The $6 Million Man, and he was on that.
Yeah, he was.
And then the very next week, George Takei was a guest star.
Thank you, T. Stewart. Wrestling, a few toys that raised.
Yeah, right. So T. Stewart made a donation to the channel. Much appreciated.
Oh, John Candy was in one of the candy.
I only really remember the first one. Blue Splash said toy shills have no modern toy that snaps on them. Blow dryer handy. Yeah, you shouldn't have to do that. They're just trying to get me going on my soapbox because that's my whole big pet peeve. Is you got these figures, and I talk about that with the In Art Queen Studios collaboration Gimli that we looked at in yesterday's roundup. Sculpt looks amazing, but is he going to break up when I take him out of the package?
It's a Queen Studio.
So
It'll be fine.
Doesn't mean that it's good physical quality.
Queen Studio has amazing quality.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't. Yeah, how many Queen Studio 6-scale figures do you have?
I have statues.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. You mean the one with the plastic shoelaces? Do I have to go down that road?
That was not Queen Studio. That was XM.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure. The one with the mirror?
Those wasn't plastic shoelaces.
Plastic shoelaces. It's the first. It's like he had a beacon, and my eye was immediately drawn to the vinyl shoelaces, and I'm like, no, they didn't do this. And then the other figure has actual lace-up shoes, like you could wear them.
I don't even know. I like the child abuse episode in The Incredible Hulk.
They had some good plots. It's just a sad show.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the $6 million Man.
He played an astronaut who
went crazy,
got funny in the head, and they wanted Steve to talk to him to see if he could be sorted out, and if not, they were going to have to ground him. And because some of those plots on those shows, you don't hardly see him do anything bionic, really. He just, it's not a mission. It's just, but for so far, the ones we've seen are well written. And Richie made a donation to the Cat Sanctuary. Thank you very much. Thank you for all your help, guys.
So we can talk about making toys insanely expensive. I recently purchased a Lone Ranger figure mint in the factory seal poly bag and box for $330. It was the cheapest
He's talking about that. I saw that. I saw that video. It's the Gabriel Lone Ranger. There was a guy at the Toylanta that had a whole line of the Gabriel stuff. Remember the Lone Ranger action figures? He had a bunch of figures, and he had horses and everything. I don't know what he was asking for him, but I remember seeing that.
What is SMDM?
$6 million.
Oh, okay. Oh no, he said this episode sucked.
Oh no.
You know David gonna get something to say.
Oh no. Poor William Shatner. Poor William Shatner.
I love the Hulk throwing the bear in the air. He was all green.
Favorite bear fighting scene? Arnold Schwarzenegger in Hercules Takes New York, which you've got to watch the original dubbed version. His English was so bad you couldn't understand him at that time, so they dubbed his voice, and it doesn't sound like Schwarzenegger at all. It's just hilarious. It's been redone, and he actually revoiced himself.
Oh, okay.
But you want to hear the original because it's hilarious. And there's a scene where he's fighting a bear, and you see stock footage of a bear walking in Yellowstone or something. Then there's a guy in a bear suit walking up to him like this. Then he's got a huge stuffed bear. You can tell it's a big doll. And then he's holding up over his head and flipping and swinging around. And then he throws it. And then you see a bear walk into the woods again. Then you see the guy in the bear suit again. And then you got the stuffed animal again. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they strung that shit together. It's so funny. It is so funny. And it wasn't meant to be, but it was. That's my favorite bear fighting scene from anything, is watching Schwarzenegger fighting that stupid, really 3 bears. Stock footage bear, costume bear, and stuffed animal bear.
Yeah, William Shatner was in 2 Twilight Zone, the one where they were talking to the tabletop genie, not genie.
Yeah, you put the penny in the box, the little devil box.
Yeah, the fortune teller box.
He got mad at it. He wouldn't listen anymore.
Yeah, and they left. And that other family was stuck there in that stupid town listening to that fortune teller. I saw one of the Lone Rangers on eBay go for $700 out of the bag.
Oh boy.
Whoa. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Microman Megatron Japan figure is starting to get even higher in value.
She has one.
Yeah.
The Walther P-38 Megatron from 1974. Migo Matt says he was in Big Valley too. Yeah. And
isn't that
Western or Western drama. He was in.
Wasn't he on Gunsmoke? No, he wasn't on Gunsmoke.
I don't remember. He was in Kung Fu with David Carradine.
Yeah, that's what it was.
He played the ship's captain. He had red hair.
Yeah, that guy was in there. He was playing an Indian. Wasn't it Burt Reynolds? It was somebody weird on Kung Fu, and they were playing an Indian. You know good and well you ain't no Indian.
Yeah, it was.
It was Burt Reynolds.
No,
wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Burt Reynolds. It was. I know who it is. I know who it is. I can't put my finger on it. From Miami Vice.
Oh, Don Johnson.
Yeah, Don Johnson.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you are not an Indian.
But he was a teenager at that time.
Still wasn't no Indian.
Obviously, he was an Indian. He said he was.
I guess. Anyway, William Shatner best plays himself. The man has little acting range. Oh no, every character he plays is a version of himself.
Well, yeah, he's so well loved for it.
Yeah,
because there's other actors that are worse that have zero range. They're one-trick ponies. You know, like usually it's former SNL alumni like Chris Rock or Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
and it's like they have a dial. How loud do you want? How much Chris Rock do you want? How loud do you want him to be? Will Ferrell's the same thing. Most of them are like that. They're not really actors anyways. But what are you going to do?
they're good. I like Chris Rock in some of his stand-up because he says some things that are true. Oh, he threw a stuffed bear too.
Yeah, probably.
Robert loves William Shatner.
He's like the Hoff.
What's Hoff?
From Knight Rider. David Hasselhoff. He was intense on that show. That's what sold it.
He was good on that show.
On that show because the show premise is ridiculous if you're really paying attention to what's going on.
Oh no,
it is. Come on, I mean, like he fought the lot.
See, a half Indian in Gunsmoke.
Okay, yeah, but Burt also played the blacksmith later on.
Yeah, he
came back to the show.
Yeah, he became a member of the show. He was on it for like I think 3 seasons or so. Yeah, we stopped watching Gunsmoke, but we can go back to it now. I think it done wore off now, so we can go back. We can go back to watching Gunsmoke. Thank you, Stone Sour.
Oh, Stone Sour made a kitty donation for our feline friends.
We
Thank
always
you very
appreciate
much.
it.
Yeah, all the help we can get, folks.
For them cats.
It means a lot. Oh, it takes a lot to take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
But the with Knight Rider, the epitome of that was when he lost his memory. David Hasselhoff, he didn't know who he was. He didn't know who Kit was, whatever. And this is the ridiculousness of the show. He's on like the 15th story of a building, right? And he's trapped. And Kit, who, remember, Michael has amnesia, doesn't really understand who Kit is, right? And can't remember who he is. Tells him on the wrist radio to jump off the balcony and he'll catch him. And he does it.
Yeah,
you jumped off a 15-story balcony and you don't know who you are. You don't know don't know who's on the damn radio, but you're gonna dive off. And then Kit does catch him because the seat like goes way up out of the sunroof and catches him and brings him back down into the car. And I'm like, no, that's it. Just no.
That was amazing.
Oh my God. And then of course
he played Nick Fury?
Hasselhoff did play Nick Fury in
okay.
I think it was the Sci-Fi Channel version of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Okay. Now I can see him
90s.
as that.
In the 90s.
Yeah, I can see him as that.
But Hasselhoff playing that as dryly as possible is what sells it. It's the same as like in 66 Batman with Adam West. He played that serious as a heart attack, but it really sold it. It really sold it how serious he was. he was just clueless that anything was wrong with what he was saying or what was going on. Really helped to make that entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I know you like Knight Rider.
Yeah,
That's one of her. That's one of her grails, actually, is
yeah,
to get
the set.
the Kenner Knight Rider set, or Knight Rider 2000. That's what the two T's stand for in the name kit 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert.
Knight Industries 2000.
They never explain how Kit got down after he jumped through that window.
Yeah, he launched himself off of the top floor of like a parking garage or something and crashed through the window of this apartment or a condo or something. And then he was like, Michael, how am I going to get down?
And they didn't tell you. Next thing you know, he was on the ground.
He's in the truck. Yeah, next thing you know, he's in the truck going cross country again. Like nothing happened. I guess they figured, now we don't have time to sort this out. Just cut to the next scene. My
experience with episodes of 70s the shows that involved celebrities of the day were poor. For the $6 Million Man, that included Shatner, Nipsey Russell. Oh, he was on there. We ain't got to that episode yet. Sonny Bono and Farrah Fawcett.
Sonny wasn't a good actor.
We saw him. He was in one of those disaster movies where they were on a plane, and it was this young girl that really liked him, and was trying to tell him that she was older than she was. And
I remember that.
Yeah. They never had sex or nothing, but the mom and dad thought they did. And he was like, no, I never touched her.
Yeah, Saturday Morning says that Airplane, they were told to do every joke like it was a drama. That's what really sells it sometimes. When you don't act like it's silly or goofy, or you don't over exaggerate, you play it as dry as possible. Like what's those ones with Leslie Nielsen?
The Naked Gun.
Just he plays that straight drama. Straight drama. That's what makes it work.
Yeah, I like the Naked Guns. I have a bunch of those. Well, I think I have the whole set. Yeah, I got the box set. I need to watch that. And then I bought a box set of who's the guy that did the producer? In the night at the forum or the night at the theater.
A night at a funny thing happened on the way to the forum.
Yeah.
On the way to the forum.
Who was that
guy? Producer.
Yeah.
And Mel Brooks.
Spaceballs. I got his box set too. And it still doesn't have all the movies in it.
That's a film that had a remake that actually the remake is about as good as the original. It's got the same vibe, the producers. But I think Mel Brooks did both films. But the producers
I don't know if I saw both. I know I saw the original.
The first one with Gene Wilder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they redid it. They redid it, and the remake has the same kind of vibe. They didn't really screw it up.
And he did Young Frankenstein. That was hilarious. Those Mel Brooks movies are pretty good, though. And I'm not too big on comedy like all that.
Yeah.
But the Mel Brooks ones are funny. And the one I just said, Naked Guns are pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I got the Naked Gun, all three. Oh, they had a TV show? Oh, I didn't know they had a TV show.
I don't remember the TV show. Yeah. I don't remember the TV show.
Eric never got the Kenner Knight Rider set, but got the little Hot Wheel type car that had a little wind tunnel looking launcher. I have the Jada Metals
with
Knight Rider
1/24th scale. Yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple of them. And that's it. I never got the whole set, but yeah, that's one of the ones that I want. But you only get Michael in the car. They didn't make like Devin and the Not Bonnie.
He's all out of scale. You can't even match him up with anything, because the figure doesn't fit the scale of any other figure line. Actually, I think the closest figure line that Michael would be in scale to is like Centurions. It's like, what do you do with them? And Kenner still cheated, made him a 5 points articulation figure, so he's all stiff. He's like a giant 3 3/4 inch action figure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Silent.
I remember Silent
I didn't
Movie.
see
I think that's
Silent.
Gene Wilder also, isn't it? If I remember correctly.
Oh, the Police Squad. Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about. I never saw the Police Squad. That's why. But I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. And then Police Academy had a live action show. So did Animal House. They tried to make a live action sitcom of Animal House, and I don't think that flew either.
I didn't see Animal House. And Rich is going to take coding.
Yeah, he's not doing too well today.
Yeah, he got to go get to the dentist and have that looked at. Probably get some antibiotics before he get infected and they get all up in here, and then they're going to have to really do some work.
Yeah, then they'd have to drain you. They drain you and then they put a wick in, and that sucks. Because I had that happen when I was a kid.
And they have to cut your jaw open and do all kinds of
stuff. They
stuff.
really just poke a hole. They poke a hole on the outside and drain, and they poke a hole on the inside and drain, and then they put a wick in there to keep the wound open temporarily until they're sure the infection is healed. That's what they did to me. Not a pleasant experience.
I never saw History of the World. Like I said, I bought a box set. And when I was looking at it, I was trying to compare because it was a bunch of different ones. So I have one of the mini box sets because none of them had all of the movies. So now I have to buy a couple of different box sets to get all of the movies. So
that happens.
I know, it's like put them all in one, but I guess they don't want it to be too expensive.
Well, no, if it's from different studios, the studios just don't cooperate. And I've talked about that before with the Marx Brothers, for example. That's why I have 2 complete box sets of the Marx Brothers, because neither of them are. Is it back here? Trying to remember if they're down here or not. Because 2 different studios did the Marx Brothers, and they would not allow for collaboration. So you have box set from one studio with all of the Marx Brothers films, and then you have a box set from another studio doing the same thing, but the films are all different. And the same thing happened with Little Rascals, Our Gang. 2 complete box sets, but one of them is from a transition after a new studio got the licensing, and those 2 studios won't cooperate.
Robert says Police Squad has 13 episodes. Young Frankenstein and Spaceballs is his favorite ones. And Uncle Buck and Harry and the Hendersons had. Yeah, I remember Harry and the Henderson had a sitcom. I
don't remember Uncle Buck. I don't know how well that would work out.
Uncle Buck?
Yeah, as a weekly show. Sometimes
I never saw any of it.
Sometimes you're better off just leaving it the way it is.
Yeah, some things just don't need to be translated into live action,
or doesn't need a TV show
or a TV show.
Yeah, something like that. That's stretching it a little thin.
Yeah. Of course, Dukes of Hazzard is a follow-up to the movie Moonrunners. Really, even talks about the movie's events. Oh, okay. I never saw Moonrunners, so I missed that totally.
Okay.
Oh, today, but my CVS pharmacy closes at 6. Oh boy. I hope you're able to get some tomorrow. Well, CVS isn't open 24 hours, but the pharmacy might not be open 24 hours.
Maybe he's in a bad neighborhood. The CVS is like, no, and CVS has armed guards in it, like that Walgreens that we were in.
Oh,
and the guy had like the security guard had like 2 pistols and like 28 magazines.
That we were
he was wearing a bulletproof vest, but then the whole thing was filled with holders with magazines in them. I'm not exaggerating when I said there's probably 28 of them.
It was a lot. Like, and we're in like not CVS, it was Walgreens. And it's like, this is Walgreens. What's going on?
And I'm like, what the hell happens in this Walgreens?
But it is near a Walmart that has a lot of shooting and stuff.
Yeah, there's a heavy police presence in that Walmart.
Yeah, they
have the Walmart employees, police officers who stand in the doorways.
Yeah, so you don't have the greeter.
Yeah,
you have the police
you got a
at
police
the
officer.
door.
And like, what the hell happens here is you get like blazing shootouts, like in the movies, in the middle of Walgreens, just plugging away with double pistol action or something. What the hell's going on?
It's crazy because you go to some places and then you see they got like the bulletproof window and all of that, and you're like, man, what kind of place is this? I went to a bank one time where they had like the double doors. So you walk into the one door.
Yeah, you're in a chamber.
Yeah, and you had to let that door close, and the people inside saw you and then buzzed you in to get to inside the bank. And only one person could be in that little foyer area at a time, and only one door could open at a time. And you had to be buzzed in and buzzed out. So if you were coming out the bank, you were in that foyer, and then you had to be buzzed to get out to the parking lot. But if you was coming in, you were stuck, and then you had to be buzzed to get into the bank. And it was like, this is too much. I went to that bank once, and I'm like, I'm never coming to this bank again because that's too much. And then you get in there, and then you got a bulletproof window, glass and all of that. And I don't like banks that got bulletproof glass, so I don't go to those banks. I don't want to live in that neighborhood where we got to do all that. And then Walmart has armed guards. And
there was that one strip mall we were in, and almost every store had its own armed guard. Remember
that was place? At the mall. That was the mall.
Because there must have been 13, 14 armed guards on that floor. And every store had a guard sitting there or standing in front of the place, and they were like police officers. And I was like, the hell goes on in here? This place looks like Brazil. I mean, those South American malls where there's guys walking around with rifles, and there's all these heavy military or police presence.
Yeah, I still get that G.I. Joe Jeep. I'm not getting rid of it.
The Joseph Hazard exclusive.
I don't get rid of nothing
from Joe Fest.
And David, we're not going to ban you from live stream. You have a right to your thoughts and opinions.
Yeah. If you make a comment in here and it doesn't appear, it's because of YouTube's policing. Because they have an algorithm, and I've run into that where people will put comments up and they're like, "Hey, I made it. My comment's gone. I didn't do it." It's ScrewTube polices these comments, and if some certain phrasings or whatever, certain type of language, and YouTube will kick it out that quick. So yeah, I mean, usually, as long as you're not being a total jerk.
Yeah, or using like a lot of foul
language or insulting people. Yeah, or whatever.
Talking about people and other channels.
Yeah, harassing people. We let people just speak their mind.
Yeah, we don't care. You got a right to your opinion. We're Americans.
Yeah.
Well, not you, David. But
worst example that I've seen of something like that. This was in Kansas, a hair store, right? It was a Asian-owned hair store. You know, the ones where they sell all the wigs and all the hair products.
Weave.
And they actually employed off-duty police officers as their cashiers.
Cashiers?
Yeah. So he's behind the register, working the register in uniform with body armor and armed.
Because those hair places get robbed, but it's usually at nighttime. People are back their vehicle into the hair beauty supply shop and steal all of the weave and stuff. Because that stuff is expensive. It's a couple of $100, depending on which one you get.
The one that makes me really sad is when they do it to the horses. Because there's been, and I think that actually happened around here a few weeks ago, where they sneak into stables and they cut the cut the hair off the tail so that they can steal it for weaves. And it's like, you're gonna go and molest some animal so that you could put some braids in your hair.
You grow back.
Well, I mean, still, the poor horse. Leave the damn thing alone. It's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. That bothers me.
Walmart greeters changed to asset protection.
Oh, that because they look at your receipt now? They don't know what's going on with that.
Nope. I think I told y'all on this channel, I tried it one time.
Yes.
We were going into Walmart and it was a receipt on the ground. I picked it up. David said, "Why you got that?" And I said, "You'll see." So we leave in Walmart and I gave them the receipt that I found on the ground. Nothing on that receipt was in our bags. And nothing was in the bag. They looked at it, marked it, and let us go. So I'm like, well, what's the point in that? Why are you out here if you're not going to look at the receipt? So
don't do that.
It was just a waste of time. But that's their job. So.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Here, I'm typing this on there for you. Robert was just asking. Yeah, Stray Cat Sanctuary, 1945. I haven't been able to get rid of that number. No. But unfortunately. But yeah, that's where I haven't put anything up there in a little while though. Yeah. But that's where I have videos dedicated exclusively to the felines.
To the cats. Yes. So you got to subscribe, Robert, so it'll always be there. Then you'll remember.
Yes. But like I said, I haven't put anything on there for a while because we just haven't had time. Way too much going on around here. With the new build. And I'm surprised I got as far as I did so quickly. And, we filmed a lot of it. Yeah. It's in little sections.
We got to put it together.
Explain what was going on.
Yeah.
But so putting up the framing.
Thank you, Stone Tower.
Made a donation for our felines.
Favorite TV Easter special. I don't know any Easter specials. I got some up on my channel. I know I got Family Circus.
I like the old Rankin Bass one.
Which one did Rankin Bass do?
The one with they did a cartoon and a live action or stop motion. Rankin Bass Easter.
Oh, okay. I know I got a few on my channel.
And Eric wants to know how the feral kittens have new homes.
Hey, Junkman, how are you?
That Junkman is joining us. Yep, King from the Atlanta show. I try. Yeah, of course, you probably know who Junkman is. He has a YouTube channel.
Yes.
And we ran into each other at the Toylanta and spoke briefly. And his camera guy caught me. And I was teasing him because I knew somebody was filming. I said, "Look, we're being spied on." And he says, "Oh no, he's with me." And but you're at the shows. Somebody's going to take your picture or film you. Yeah. I was just teasing him, but no problem. But yeah, we ran into each other at the Toylanta. I hope you made out well at the Toylanta.
Yeah, got some good stuff. It was a lot of nice things at the Toylanta. I always find some good stuff and get, like I said, I like it because it feels like it's more heavy on vintage. I mean, yeah, they got a lot of stuff. I mean, you're not going to get away from that at all. But it felt like it had more vintage, and it seems like it had a good variety this time, unlike times before.
Brett's worked really hard on.
Yeah, he does. He does a great job, and that got to be hard keeping all of, because he picked up the Power Ranger show.
Yeah.
So now he's going to be doing the Power Ranger show.
But I put up in the last few weeks, of course, last couple of weeks, the framing, because there's no frames up, so it's just bare concrete walls. So framing, sheetrock, drop ceiling, new lighting, new floors, border, and then slat walls. And so Toy Room 2 completely built, and Toy Room 3 really just needs to finish getting the slat walls up. That's where we've ground to a halt in the third toy room. So hopefully that'll be done soon. But it's with all of that going on and other things, it was difficult just to find time to keep up with like the cats, for example.
A lot of clean motu there. I was impressed. On the loose, complete minty fresh motu, there was nice to see. I would like to go to a Masters of the Universe con, like you do. Hey Scooby Doo, how are you?
Oh yeah, thank you.
Thank
Scooby
you.
Dooby Banooby made a donation to the channel for
Yes.
our feline friends, for
And
our shelter cats.
We
Much
greatly
appreciated.
appreciate it. I didn't like the carpet in the convention place. Oh, Robert, please.
Robert,
you got to go somewhere and sit down. Here comes Peter. I haven't seen that in a long time.
He's hopping down the bunny trail.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a long time.
And then it's
hey,
Raccoon joining
and
us.
how are you?
Excuse me.
The first Easter rabbit. I think that's on my channel, the first Easter rabbit.
And thank you again, Ooby Doob,
yes.
For helping us out with our feline friends. It gets expensive.
Yeah, it
gets about what now we are down to 16 in the shelter cat, 16.
I would like to go to a Masters of the Universe con, just like they have the Joe Con and the Power Ranger con.
Yeah.
Just to see
Power
Con. Just to see the amount of stuff, because I'm sure there's things that you don't hardly ever see. And when you go to a dedicated show like Joe Fest and Joe Lanta, I mean, it's not only G.I. Joe, but there's a lot of G.I. Joe. So you get more stuff. And I would like to go to a Masters of the Universe con just to see the amount of stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
You know, just to see it. Yogi the Bear did an Easter special.
Yeah, a lot of them
did.
did. Yeah, you have it. You got in trouble for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's one of the ones that you can't show on YouTube without having problems.
Robert has a serious question. What plans do you have? That's not
Robert.
I mean, not Robert. David. Sorry. What plans do you have for your collection once you're gone? Do you ever think about it as I had? Yes, and we actually did a video talking about it. It's on David's channel. We talked about what do you do with your collection once you die, or like us, if God forbid David was to pass, what's going to happen to his collection? I pass, what's going to happen to my collection? What's going to happen to my sewing machine? What is he going to do? We have talked about that, and we did do a video. And that's stuff that you got to talk about now while you're healthy. And a lot of people don't like talking like that at all, at any point in life. And if you don't, then you know, once you pass, you're not gonna know anyway. But at least you give
I'll know.
At least you give the person a direction to go in. You put them in touch with some people that can help them sell it, or you will it to somebody or something like that. Yeah, but that's a conversation you gotta have though.
Yeah.
It is. Oh, thank you, Richard, for trying to hang in there. I really appreciate it.
Robert wants to know how many conventions we see cosplayers at. Technically, all of them.
Yeah.
It's to some degree or another. And Robert wants to know what happened. It was 20 last time. Yeah, they have new homes. The babies have new homes. It's not always easy. Not always easy. So you got to keep the numbers down. Got to try to keep the numbers down in a fair way.
Yeah.
In a fair way, because I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want anything. It's not easy. It's not easy even to move them, because nobody wants to help you. They really don't. All these agencies, it's tough, or they charge you, or they tell you, oh, I don't do this, I do that instead. There's always a problem.
Yeah, it's always something you don't need.
It's tough. And then there's one guy, I talked about this before, that one guy who also had a shelter, and he had like, what, 42, 43 of them, he said, in his basement. He keeps them in his basement. I'm like, oh, wow.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. I have enough trouble with the outdoor shelter, but he has a guy who flies them to New Hampshire for adoptions. Because in New Hampshire, the regulations are so strict, it's hard for people to get a cat. And I'm like, how the hell does that even make sense? The guy has a private plane. He flies them out there. I like that. The hell is wrong? Yeah. What's the motto for New Hampshire? Live free or die. Seriously.
Except for if you want a cat.
Unless you want a damn cat, then you know, get the hell out of here. But yes, David, indeed. Blue Splash says, I hope they did good care. Always. I always worry about that. I always
oh no,
worry
don't
about
trash
that.
it, Robert.
Don't worry about something you can't control.
I know everybody, it's
not
going
right
to happen
away.
to everybody, so it's better to plan.
Yeah.
Make it easier on those that you leave behind.
Oh, Johnny's want to know if we're going to actually make it to the South Carolina Comic Con.
No, I really
so.
do want to go, but it's too much. I mean, you had Toylanta last week. We had Toy Swap this week.
This morning, yeah.
And what I think that South Carolina one is next weekend. I think.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I missed one because the Southern Spin is coming back soon. I think either the end of this month or the end of next month. I forgot. I lost track of it and I didn't get it on our list.
I might take a break until Joe Fest because I like going to Joe Fest. A guy that I usually buy comics from, that's the show he goes to. So just to save money, it's probably best. I mean, you don't have to go to everything. It would be nice just to film, but you know, as soon as you go out there swearing you're not going to buy something, that's when they're going to have all the stuff that you've been looking for.
Could be.
So I'd rather just stay home.
It's not like I do this for a living. I mean, if I had like 500,000 subscribers and I was doing this was my job, I'd get to as many shows as I could so I could film it and bring it to everybody. But you know, as it is, for the most part, and we get press passes to some of the shows. You know, they know who we are. They like us to film for them. But Sergeant Slaughter was in Washington this time. He was not at Toylanta.
And Richard is just being grateful that the community is so good, and we just love on him because his mouth hurting, and we just wish him well and that he feels better.
Yeah, no political BS here. No social nonsense.
No.
Just hang out and chat.
And David's coming to Joe Fest.
Oh, we'll see you at Joe Fest then. We'll catch you at the Joe Fest.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's a good show. Sergeant Slaughter will probably be there. He's almost always at Joe Fest and Joelanta.
I think he got to live somewhere nearby because
a lot of retired wrestlers live out here.
Yeah, especially if you look up on their Wikipedia page and they die and it says Atlanta. Like, good Lord, everybody lives in Atlanta. When I die, David is getting all my Mad and Crack magazines.
Goodness.
First dibs. Yay.
It was nice knowing you, Johnny.
We'll put it on the shelf.
I'm kidding.
Ever coming to Florida? No.
Yeah, there's not too many shows in Florida, are there?
Florida's far.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard. We try to get to as many shows as we can. Like I said, it's not like I do it for a living. If I did, I'd do my best. I would do my best to try to get around to as many shows as I could so I could share it with the online community. And we do our best as it is.
Richard said his brother who passed away had an extensive record collection back in 91, and he forgot to pick it up when he was helping clean up after his passing. He had a few bootleg records and a couple of Doors records.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Emphasizing on what you said. Nobody has anything when I have disposable income. When I'm broke, I see $10 Hiss tanks at Walgreens. Exactly. That's how it is sometimes. And what are you going to do?
Hospitals and funeral homes. Robert, you need to move.
Cemeteries? No cemeteries out there?
I think it was in Texas. No, it was in Topeka, Kansas. It was a hospital across the street from the cemetery next door to the nursing home.
Yeah, so it's like checkers. Jump 1, 2, 3.
This is your cycle.
King me.
You go into that hospital, then that nursing home, then that cemetery. It's like, oh man. Hanging out with family and friends. Yay.
Indeed. But yeah, I wish I could go to more shows. I just, you know, can't really do it.
Oh yeah, you would enjoy the toy swap. They also have another one. I don't know how often they do. You know, the one at the Cobb Antique Mall, that Atlanta Vintage Toy Records Vintage.
Atlanta Vintage puts one on.
Yeah.
We went to one once.
Yeah, but they do it every few months. And it's about the same as the one that we went today. It's an outdoor sidewalk sale with a bunch of vendors. And we went to the very, very first one. So I'm pretty sure by now it's picked up and it's probably doing a lot better. Oh, Johnny said have Sergeant Slaughter put you in a Cobra clutch.
Huh. Well, he charges for that. Doesn't he charge for that?
Eric's mom passed last year and he's currently in a mess trying to sell her house, as she had inherited it from my stepdad and didn't probate his will for over 23 years. Oh no, that's a mess. Did you pay him? Oh yeah, you got to pay for that Cobra.
I believe you do.
He got a when you see his table, he got a list of prices, the Cobra clutch, just to take a picture, all kind of stuff.
They all do that.
Yeah.
They all do that now. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. We've been on for over 2 hours. Just wanted to, of course, say special thanks to Pastor Rick, to Stone Sour, to T. Stewart, to Rich, and to Ooby Doob for making donations to the cat shelter. Always appreciated. All the help we can get taking care of the felines means a lot to us. Glad, hope you got something out of the discussion, and we will try to do this again sometime soon.